Ah,
No
Greg.
recording.
Hey, Craig.
It's Craig.
Krog.
Alrighty. So I've got 3 quick ones tonight. First one for Cass. What do you call a reluctant potato?
See you, Tater. I don't know.
No, a hesitator.
A hesitator. Ah, I was on the right path. I was so close.
Alright. So, where's next? No. Yeah, I tried to go to the stationery shop after work today, but it moved. And so I think everybody kind of knows here what I do. So today at work, I told a joke in a WebEx meeting, and nobody laughed. Turns out I'm not even remotely funny.
Bump it up.
That was good.
Save the best for last. I'm good.
There you go. Anybody got anything else they want? Any other jokes they want to get us rolling with? Cool. Who wants to recap us, and then we'll get into the question, and then we'll get going. Anyway?
Okay. I can do it.
All right.
It's alright.
Thank you.
Yeah. I wrote down some notes. Last time on Curse of Strahd, we begin the session still outside the frozen waterfall cave and engaged by the amber-touched fiends, hoping to regroup with the mountain folk as they lead us to their sanctuary of Soldav. The fight goes well, and we make our successful retreat away from the fiends as we enter the tunnel behind the frozen waterfall, and a gray light suffuses this frozen stone corridor that leads us deeper and deeper into the mountain. On our way in, one of the twin hunters that guards the entrance and led us into Soldav, by the name of Scorillo, questions us, while his brother Como bids us welcome, and for his brother to cease all this needless questioning before a tall woman, similar in stature to Cora, makes her introductions. Calling herself Chiefess Diega. Diega. She mentions that we are officially in Soldav and points at Cora's amulet of the 3 as proof of our reason for being here to Scarillo. She says that Elder, I'm gonna just completely butcher this name, Birabis, is the keeper of Soldav's memory, and that we can speak with them on the matter of restoring the Fanes to Garvisa, which Cora mentions as one of their hopes for the Valley of Barovia. She also mentions that it happens to be the Night of Clear Skies, a festival and a fortunate opportunity for us to all meet the various people of Soldav. Moving on, the tunnel opens up into what appears to be a large crater in the middle of the mountain, with various terraces and ledges and houses along the crater's rocky, craggy wall, and pens and animals, children, and villagers of Soldav ambling about and taking in the presence of the newly arrived Dawnbreakers to what looks like a very insular community, as they probably don't get a lot of visitors up in the mountains inside of a giant crater. From there, we are taken to the chiefess's house, where we meet Kaldar, the 8-year-old wolf, the 8-year-old boy / wolf of Soldav, who ambushes Cora and proclaims himself Soldav's protector. Oh, so cute. Before hiding behind Diega and scampering off further into the longhouse while we get comfortable. Diega explains the history of the valley, including the conquests of Kavan, the invasions of the Hellborn Drazden, the arrival of Strahd von Zarovich, and the deal he struck with the forest druids to claim the Fanes for himself, and the shadow, quote-unquote. The forest folk, according to the chiefess, are considered traitors because of this reason to Soldav, and have been banished from here, never to set foot again as friends. And because of this, and because of their help with Strahd's taking of the Fanes, he does not seek... and because Soldav's villagers don't really get out, and they lead quiet lives and are warded inside of this crater, Strahd will not seek them out or interrupt the quiet lives of the people of Soldav, so we are theoretically safe from Strahd while here. The party argues about warning them about Strahd's approach, but at the mention of such warding and ruins, it seems that our presence here is actually a blessing to the party rather than a potential doom to the village. Meanwhile, Olis, husband to Diega, opens the back fur curtain and asks after one of their family members, their daughter, Diona, who has apparently gone missing and was sent, I think, and you guys can correct me on this, she was sent to scout up towards the Amber Temple and has not been seen yet back in the village.
She's doing her, it's like a ritual trial thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah, okay.
Up there for her, she's got to be up there for 3 days, 3 nights.
Well, worried about his daughter's coming-of-age ritual, Olis asks after her, and Diega says that she hasn't seen her yet come back. We continue on about our purpose in Soldav and Mount Gaucus, seeking something within the Amber Temple, and Diega warns us that the shadow of the Amber Temple has laid about the sister peak of Soldav, aka Gaucus, for around 1,000 years or so, and that the fiends that dog the peaks, the ones that we fought outside, are the least troubling thing to come from that cursed place. Otis also asks after the strange phenomena that we beheld in the caves as we left, and learned that that cavern complex was actually a nest of amber-touched. Thankfully, we got out of there before anything worse happened to the party. Diega and Olis then leave the party to a short rest and make ready for the other visitors that shall be coming by for the night of clear sky, and the rest passes by almost too quickly as weariness sets in to the party's long embattled bodies from having fought the fiends only so recently. The feast comes and goes, and it is a marvelous sight to see all these happy, smiling faces. I think this is probably the first time that the party has seen, outside of a few notable exceptions, genuine contentment in some of these citizens of the Valley of Barovia. And the people of Soldav seem to be singular in their sense of happiness here, living here in the crater of the mountain of Soldav's peak. And it's at the end of this feast that Olis comes out bearing tribal markings, a wolf pelt across his back, and a headdress of antlers set upon his head. And stopping near the fire, he speaks out. Before Kazan, Dresden, and Strahd, the Tatua were lost and roaming. The three came to the tribe's ancestors as the primal forces and led them to Gervisa, the wooded valley, as it was known in ancient times past. And here, the tribe learned of the Rosanna, the huntress, the weaver, and the seeker. But the valley held more than just the three goddesses, a darkness that crept down from the mountain, and the devourer that came with it to consume everything, even Gervisa itself. Three goddesses battled the devourer for 3 days and nights before piercing the heart of the devourer and returning light to the valley once more. The Fanes, in the honor of the goddess's triumph over the devourer, was erected, and the huntress being the forest, the weaver being the valley, and the seeker being the mountain. And if I messed that up, I'm so sorry. I was taking this very quickly. Was erected in each goddess's honor. The hall then erupts in triumphant cheers at the mention of this battle, saying, "Clear skies and bright stars." And according to Olus, they say that the Whispering Wall is what remains of the Devourer from this great battle. And before the session ends, we are challenged by Scorillo to a game of boasting between himself and Bailey, Phil, and Ambrosi, wagering Phil's golden moonstone pendant against Scorillo's enchanted horn, and seeing which of the parties can boast best before the gathered tribe of Soldav. And that's where we pick up today. Take it away, guys.
Heck yeah, man. Thank you. That was a good recap. You got that lore down. You were typing. All right. Brent, when you get a minute, I sent you a message in your channel. So when you can get me that, I would appreciate it. And then for the question for tonight, which is more important to you, love or pride?
Love.
Love.
I am fortunate now to be able to say love.
Phil shakes his head both. They're equally as important.
I'm sorry, I'm giving this list here for you. What was the question one more time?
Which is more important to you, love or pride?
Pride. Yeah.
Love is always more important because if you do not have people to share your victories with, what worth is pride? A lone wolf cannot be proud on its own.
No, but you have to have pride in what you love. You have to love what you have pride in.
Be careful with too much pride. It can be the bane of all ambitious men.
And too much love can end you with a broken heart.
I love it. I will take it. All right, let's get Soldav's music going. Cool. Thank you, Brent, for working on that. I'm sure you can realize it might be a little bit pertinent. Alrighty. Let's get us back.
The map's done.
Oh no, the map's not done.
Look at it, it's so pretty.
I know. Thank you, DM Andy.
Dude,
Pretty
thank you.
good.
Wow.
Did he literally let you use it early?
Yeah. He did. I left a comment
So
on his
dope.
Patreon
Oh my
about it tonight,
gosh.
and he messaged me. I was like, "Do you want it? It's only a couple days." I'm like, "Yeah, please, thank you." So shout out to DM Andy,
Yes.
who also is going to be listening to our campaign. Apparently,
Oh no.
asked for the YouTube link.
I have performance anxiety.
We love you.
Dude, this has been such a great time. Yay.
I know. I was squealing like a fangirl, man. Oh, so
Make 'em
again,
leave a
thank you,
comment.
DM. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm just appreciative of
Force him.
getting the
Demand
no.
it.
You need comments?
No. I appreciate him sending over the maps earlier without me having to ask. So thank you, DM Andy.
Thank you.
Guys, I love that Brent immediately went to make him do it.
I mean, it's Brent's channel, so fair.
Hey, if you
You
listen to
immediately
this,
went into
DM
messy
Andy,
Otis.
I appreciate a shout out. That's all. That's all I ask.
He immediately became Otis. Brent's in character now.
Immediately. Out in character. Oh, I love it. Cool.
Oh my goodness.
It's so hard not to tell anybody.
You.
Oh, cool. All right, so we had just left where Diego had said for you all to call upon each side to place your wager. And Scorelio had placed a horn, which Otis had identified. And in return, the party had chosen to... the jewelry, I believe, from Phil was places everybody's wager. And we have Phil, Bailey, and Ambrosi wishing to do this. You guys ready?
You know it. Let's do it.
Sure.
There are mechanics to this, so I don't even know who's gonna win. It's great. Super stoked. Super excited. And that was one of the other. That was one of DM Andy's conditions. I have to tell him who wins.
He's invested. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, so now with the wagers placed and the contestants up and standing, to start, you watch as Scorelio brandishes the jagged, blackened canine skull that is mounted on his shoulder. This, he declares loudly with pride, was a great hound of sulfur and brimstone. It came to the mountain slopes, bringing fire and ruin, and alone I drove my axe through its maw and claimed its skull as my prize. And as he does this, as he's brandishing this, he makes the motions that go very forward. You can tell he remembers exactly. It's almost like muscle memory, how he remembers that strike. And let's see how he does.
Roll up, Skrilla.
I would like to be inciting everything he says.
He's gonna get advantage. And let's see what he does. It should, yep. Okay, I want to make sure it's public so you guys can see. Ooh, he got 13 on his first one. I'm just saying.
Yep.
And as he makes this boast, you hear the mountain folk cheering on, and you see that the bonfire kind of crackles higher. And it seems to be taken very well as there's cheers and congratulations, and you even hear somebody, shouting, wanting some fame themselves, apparently, that they were there, they know, but he said he was alone. Okay, dude. And then Skrillo looks back to you three to see who is going to go first. Who
Bailey
goes
looks at
last?
Bailey looks at Ambrosi and looks at Phil, and she goes, "All right." She steps forward.
Bailey,
Hmm?
you can pray to him if you need to. It's all right.
I don't have to pray. He's always with me. And then she turns around and faces everybody, and she pulls out the statue that she has, and then in her other hand she pulls out one of the white feathers.
Okay.
And she says, "In my hand, this is a statue that once held a fragment of the soul of a divine creature called a deva. He had been trapped and corrupted by the evils of the man who plagues this place. and we helped restore him to rights. And as such, after great battle, our entire group earned the favor so that this, and she holds the feather, will be able to restore one of us should we fall and bring us back to life.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion with advantage.
Yeah, Bailey.
23.
Let's go.
God damn, Bailey.
Let's go.
Again, just as Scarillo's had, all of a sudden the mountain folk, for a second there's just like a silence, and then they start cheering, and you watch as they cheer and bellow as the bonfire rises higher and higher, and they seem so moved by your story that the bonfire swells high, its flames nearly touching the rafters as everyone's just cheering in the energy, and it takes a good couple minutes for it to calm down. And you have nothing but praise, and you imagine you won this round, Bailey.
Yeah.
So Bailey she's gonna give a bow of her head before she steps back. And she looks at Ambi and looks at Phil, and she's like, oh my god, that was nerve-wracking, but I'm okay, I'm good.
There's this beaming glow across Ambrosy's face as you come back.
It gives you a confident nod.
And you see that Scarillo kind of looks at you. You can see he doesn't want to acknowledge how good of a boast that was. And he walks over to the wall and back, grabbing his spear from where it was leaning against the wall. And as he comes back to where he was, he slams the shaft of it into the floorboard. No tatua can rival my aim with the spear. When my hand guides it, its point strikes true. And he kind of does like a very, for those of you who know, have martial prowess, it's a pretty steady, it's a pretty steady pose. You guys do anything, or am I gonna keep going?
I'm listening, man.
Okay.
Is this his present boast? I would just want to make sure.
This is his present. Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. And you hear from behind you. You hear Irina go, "Prove it!"
Oh yeah.
And he looks back at her, and she points at this. She's gonna do this shield down here. I need to make her, and she's gotta make a persuasion check.
I love Irina.
She has an inspiration. She has an inspiration to burn. I'm gonna have her burn it because I want her to do. I want this to happen.
Woo!
Beautiful. She didn't even need it. And you watch as Scarillo kind of narrows his eyes, looks, and he gets over one. It's not a straight shot, and he goes, and you watch as his hands flex on the spear as he gets it, chucks it up, and he attempts to throw it. Right.
I heard that.
Through my mic, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a medium target. Okay. All right. And you watch as he does this. He lets it go, and it's not quite a straight shot. He has to aim over all these cheering mountain folk that are there, and the spear lets loose and thunks into the shield down here. And let me make his charisma with advantage now. Dude cannot roll for shit. Love that.
He's not very
Love
likable.
that.
I'm just kidding.
And you watch it as he does this again. The cheers go up, arms go up, takers clap and all that, and get spilled, and everybody's cheering. The fire rise high. It's not quite as high as it was for Bailey. It's not quite as high as it was for his first time, but it's still an impressive throw. And then he kind of a little bit smugly looks back to the two remaining to see who steps up for their present boast.
Ambrosia will step up next. If displays are what is needed, then I have something to show. Would you kindly lay that sword here, or lay that shield here on this table?
Who are you asking?
He looks to Scarillo for that. See if he'll comply.
Which shield are you? Which shield?
He'll point at the one he threw the spear at.
All the way down here by the door?
Yeah, sure.
Make me persuasion.
Sure. Technically at disadvantage because I'm tired, but that's fine. Good. I roll a 1.
There's your one. He
Good, glad I got that out of the way.
Yeah, he kind of scoffs. But one of the mountain folk, just eager to see what's going to happen because this is such a good boasting match, jumps up from the table, grabs it off of the wall. You hear as whatever was holding it up probably broke in the process, and runs it to you and lays the shield in front of you on this table.
As the man goes to get the shield to lay it on the table in front of Ambrosi, he begins taking off his breastplate and his gorget around his neck and his shoulder pauldrons. So that way he's just in his normal clothes.
Mm-hmm.
This, as you all know, is a dangerous mountain, full of dangerous beasts, amber-touched. Not to mention the cold and the grueling nature that you all must live in to survive in such a place. We, strangers to this peak, came and surmounted this mountain to be before you all on the night of clear skies. And it was by this strength that we managed to do it. And Ambrosi is going to take out his sword, channel divinity, and smite the shield.
Oh, shit.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Do I have
You gotta hit
advantage?
its
Because
AC.
it's... Okay.
Huh? Do you have advantage?
Do I have
The
advantage
shield
'cause
is
it's prone?
prone. No.
Yeah, shield is prone.
Yeah.
Prone.
Okay, sure.
You have the same AC that he had.
Hold
Make
on.
an attack
All right,
roll.
here we go.
Go for it, buddy.
22 to hit.
Yeah, you hit that bitch. Absolutely, you do.
It deals.
Uh.
Oh, you can ignore the divine favor. So it's 11 slashing, and then the smite deals. This is not a fiend. That's just a level 1 spell. Unless I do. I'm trying to shatter the shield with my smite, but if
Okay,
I
roll
don't,
it.
he's okay.
Let's see. Let's see.
He's trying. Let's see what happens. Where is it on this sheet? I'm so sorry. Divine Smite, level 1. Ignore the extra D8 on top, I think. Ah, he rolls a 3. So 3 plus 11 is 14 points of damage to the shield as he smashes his blade upon it.
It does. This bright light from your divine smite and just the prowess you have as you know how to handle these weapons, and it goes down and a resounding crack echoes throughout the hall that is silent. You didn't break it fully, but you damaged it. Go ahead and roll a performance.
Actually,
huh?
Before he does that, this is not my boast, Ambrosi says. I have been capable of doing such feats and bearing the weight of pain for my companions, for I have borne a wound more terrible than any beast on this peak could muster. I bear the wound of the one who calls himself Lord, and I take off my clothing, or I take off my shirt, and I show the horrible bite on his neck to everyone in the room.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
Roll that performance check at advantage, buddy.
You got it. I'm going to use inspiration to reroll advantage.
Okay.
21.
much better.
Oh boy.
Oh, thank goodness.
Woohoo! I was about to be like, damn.
That's what I saved the inspiration for.
You go ahead and you do this, and everyone's quiet, and they all went to go cheer, but you interrupted them, and you went ahead and proclaimed what you did, showing your throat. And there, much like Bailey, there's a quiet hush as what you speak is being digested by these people. These people of the mountain who do know the fears of the Amber Touch, the fears of this great shadow, though they don't live in quite so daunting times as the rest. And just like before, and they erupt in cheers. You hear various shouts being made for you. It's loud, and then the fire grows and grows and grows once more, reaching up to the rafters. And it goes on for a long couple minutes until, again, the chief has to bang her great axe on the ground to call for silence. And it is a look from Scarillo that promises pain to you that he gives you, Ambrose. And as he looks, he doesn't take his eyes away from you as he steps up towards the hearth. And he plunges his fist into it, withdrawing it, bearing a burning, fiery coal, which he thrusts into the air above his head. When my sister returns and ascends to the chiefdom, and he's snarling, looking at everybody now, I will be her strongest weapon, defending her, our people, and our home from all who would harm it. Let me go ahead and make his. Val, you kind of notice for a second, because you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
You notice he flinches.
At the pain?
Uh-huh. And he shakes his fist again and shouts and roars.
No, never mind. No. Good.
Okay.
Not gonna do anything.
Alright, he has advantage. Oh, there it is, buddy. There it is. And so far, and it might be even just that he's riding off of hype from too. As he does this again, the shouts and the bellows, the fire go and reaching just as high as it did with Ambrose and Bailey's, though not quite as tall as his not much taller than his previous 2 times. And there's a shouting, there's banging on the tables, you hear people saying, for Soldav, for our people, kind of repeating the words of this proclamation of his future boast. And Diego lets it go a little bit longer. And any of you that have kind of met her, it's easy to assume she's letting the cheers go longer, not for her son, but for her people.
Huh?
And before that, and then finally she boom, boom, booms on the ground. And Scarillo tosses the coal back in. And he crosses his arms over his chest and looks at you, Phil.
Phil is going to pull an arrow out of his quiver and cast Disguise Self on him. And he becomes a really skinny male with blonde hair. He starts bobbing his head, thinking, looks at Scarillo, says, Alright, you had your turn. Goes, my name is Phil, and I've come to boast. Today you've told me what you fear the most. Seems the great shadow who plagues you all will soon meet his end with a nasty fall. So I say fear not, great people of Soldav. With my bow of ice, I'll split him in half. And on his last day, the bells will be rung. and the song of the Dawnbreakers will be sung. Now don't let Scarillo think he's won just yet, for today he spoke of something he will soon regret. See, he wants to give this necklace, and Phil points at the one on the floor, to his sister. But when I'm done, you won't even have this horn, mister. You see that pretty lass with only one foot? Yeah, she's mine, and it won't be kaput. She hunts monsters, and she'll go where she please. But when the devil's gone, I'll get down on my knees. I'll give her a ring as beautiful as she. We'll travel the world, only her and me. Now here at the end is where I win and you fail, because I've said only truths in telling you this tale. And at first, this was supposed to be a boast, but instead, it turned into a roast. So show some respect as we free this world, while you stay in the cold and I get the girl.
Ooh.
At the end of that, I want to use my telepathy to squeeze his burnt hand.
Okay. Phil, roll your real
Oh, yeah.
This guy's name is Clarence.
right.
He went to
Roll
prep
at
school.
advantage.
He was Soldav high, man.
Even with an at 20, I can't beat a 22, so, but we'll do a performance anyway.
You could tie. You could net.
Eh.
If I had inspiration to give you, I would. Totally do it.
I'll give you
It's fine.
Can I give him mine?
You can give it.
Oh, I know I used the mine last time. Fuck.
I'll give him mine.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cora's pumped up.
Yeah.
Doesn't take much.
Yeah.
That's better.
And unlike with Bailey and Ambrose, where the quiet had settled, the crowd of these mountain folk at first had kind of been taken aback, having never been told a story like this. This is a new form for them. But they easily fall into the cadence and the rhythm and the sass, and you watch as they start nodding along, following. Some of them moved by you, Phil, and they start cheering and shouting, and you hear some people repeating some of the rhymes back to you, and you watch as the fire goes high and high. It doesn't quite reach the rafters, but it's nice and blazing. And again, Chief Diego does not stop them for several minutes as they're just cheering. And finally, she just stands and holds up her hand, and you watch at the command and respect that these people have of her as they instantly go silent. Only one child's laughter that doesn't even get looked at with scorn cackles through the fire hearth, and she looks at Scarillo, Ambrose, Bailey, and Phil, and you see a grin just spread across her crinkled face. I announce the victors, the Dawnbreakers. Let them hear your roar. And you watch as again the entire hall just rises up, just screaming all the noise. It's loud, fire going to the hearth. Some people even get up from their tables and start coming towards you all, wanting to handshakes, pats, just gushing. And for those, if anybody's paying attention, as you guys are kind of, being fanned over, and you watch as Scarillo curls his fist. I have a feeling Val's watching.
Mm-hmm.
And you see kind of like grin, like grimaces again, and flexes the one that hurts, and storms out the longhouse as you guys are covered with people.
Which one hurt?
Follow him.
Which part of him? His arm?
His hand, I
His
think.
hand.
The one he stuck in the
Burn it.
fire, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna try.
I use thaumaturgy and make like the candles like ignite, like roar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely add to it too. But yeah, Valerie, I heard you. You can slip away if you
I
want. Make me a stealth check. Yeah, you do, and you kind of add to the can. It's torchlight here. So you make all these torches around this outside of the longhouse just burn brighter, and you guys are surrounded by adoring fans for a moment. Absolutely. Is there anything you guys wish to? I know Val's running off. Just gonna see if there's letting y'all finish this scene before I switch to Val.
I will say, even with all the people bustling around and being all excited, like Bailey keeps side-eyeing the bite on Ambrosi.
It's still there, and Ambrosi hasn't put his armor back on yet as he shakes people's hands and makes small talk. And if anybody asks about any of their other adventures, Ambrosi would mention it in more demure tones than what the boasts allow.
Oh, they eat it up. If you guys are talking, if they're, I mean, you definitely have the Wolf of Soldav all up in your business between you and Bailey. Like, and Phil showing him earlier, he wants to hear. If anything, he's allowed us wanting more and more of these stories.
Yeah, I will start telling him about Cora battling the great wolf that we fought.
Oh, he loves
north of yeah. I start telling him about that.
Heck yeah.
Of course, just reveling with everybody because he loves the sense of community.
Feels like home. Feels like home. I would say Irina probably got to Bailey before she got surface. So Irina's right behind you, Bailey. Kind of and pulls you in for a celebratory hug. Kind of does that whole like girl bouncing thing.
Yeah.
That girls do when they're celebrating together. If Bailey joins in as well.
Yep.
Yeah. You even get a couple of the younger girls that of the mountain folk. They kind of join in, and you get like a circle going on as some more of the men, or in it, and kind of start circling around Ambrose as well to listen. And behind you, Phil, you just hear a chuckle, and you know it's Esmeralda.
He is averting his gaze now that the adrenaline rush has surpassed from not being a very social person. So,
Oh. Bailey's gonna glance over. Say, "Oh, Phil, she can't see you blush with this lighting," and she'll toss a daylight in the air.
Oh my god.
oh, what can I
So
do?
he can't hide either.
Yes, yeah, it's too bright in here. I can slink into the shadows, but there's not complete darkness. Damn it!
That's so good.
I mean, I guess I could have grabbed a coal and used absorb elements, but I liked what I had.
And Bailey's
No.
giving an actual laugh, like an actual like happy laugh for like probably one of the first times she has been in this freaking place.
Aww. Yeah, Esmeralda will kind of come up and behind Phil, and she'll, with her foot that he wanted to talk about, with the prosthetic, she'll kind of give him a little kick in the back of the calf. Just trying to see if she'd get him to turn around. Are you still blonde, Phil?
Yeah, I'll drop the disguise self after it's done. That was all for fun and purpose. You know what? Here. Odd. I turn around. Even. I stay forward. Phil turns around.
She pulls you into a big old kiss where she dips you.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Otis?
I'm watching this moment with Esmeralda and Phil, and I use thaumaturgy to say really loud, "He got the girl early! Look!"
And cheers just rise up, and you even hear three that you with staying in the longhouse, the Diego, Aurelos, and Como just give a loud cheer, and drinks are shoved in all your hands, Everybody just seems to be having a grand old time while the festivities are still going. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to Val unless anybody had any last minute things they wanted to add to this moment.
Not for me. I'm good.
I almost want to commission that moment. Phil getting
So
dipped
good.
by Esmeralda.
Still getting dipped by Esmeralda for a kiss. Got it.
Val, you watch as Scarillo exits the longhouse. You kind of had to wait a minute to get around the oncoming horde. But you seem to think that you've snuck away without being noticed, and you see as he stomps through the snow, and goes behind a group of huddled huts. You just are you just following him to see what he's doing?
I will. I'm plan on engaging him eventually. I'm just kind of letting
Okay.
him have his little fit first.
Okay. You let me know. And
Okay.
you see, as you're kind of following through, and I'm going to keep your 21 stealth, you see he emerges amidst a small copse of pine trees, where he proceeds to punch a tree. A tall, thick tree with its rough, ragged trunk snarling. He's just punching it over and over, and you can see his knuckles starting to split and blood
Right
running down his arms.
Right about there, Val will make sure that a noise is made a few feet from him with his telepathy, and to Squirrel's left, and then while Val's on his right, he'll just be like, typically bandages would be better for that. You get a few more hits in before you start to bleed.
And
At
you
least
see
that's the use I've had.
Ooh. And he kind of stops and glares at you. What do you want?
What I want is definitely not something you can give. But that's not why we're out here. I just saw another man who is losing himself to some sort of rage, as a man who's lost himself to it. Wanted to see if I could give a few tips, or at least hear a story. And he sits down.
Give me a persuasion check.
+2.
Okay, sticking with that 12. You usually have something, so that's why I'm asking.
I don't got any. Do I want to use my last one? Yeah, I want to use my last knack. Alright, come on. I'll take a 17.
And you can see for a moment, just because you're high passive. Here's Phil. He seems to think and consider it for a moment, and then his face hardens again and he glowers. Leave me alone in peace. Go.
Are you scared she's not going to come back?
I said to leave.
He'll just pull out some very beaten strips of leather and put it before him. This is what I normally use. And before you get back onto me leaving, I obviously am attempting to. But I will leave you with this. As tasteful as rage is to pulling away from the world and making your emotions not just known but felt by others, it doesn't always honor them. And he will slip back and go back to the party.
I'll give you one more chance at a persuasion check. If you want it.
Sure, I'll try to persuade him, but he's not. Yeah.
And as you're going to walk away, you hear the sound of him leaning down and picking up the leather strips. And he clears his throat. You said you wanted a story.
I'm always happy to listen, and I'll promise to share one in return.
And he kind of stands there holding the leather strips. He kind of bounces them. And you can tell he's looking down at his hands, burnt, holding these leather strips, and you can tell he's going into deep thought. As a child, I was weaned on stories of strength and glory. Warriors who fought to defend their families and homes from those who sought to crush them. And you see he is his mind is somewhere else. Me and Como may be twins, but I was born moments earlier. As that I am the elder of the two, and it is my responsibility to protect him. An Amber Touch killed our aunt and uncle 7 years ago. Right in front of me. Calder's parents. That's when I realized my responsibility includes my neighbors and family, and had I simply been strong enough, Calder would still have... He would still have them. You see, he watches his hands curl over the leather strips. And he looks up to you, and you can see, like, a hardened guilt on his face.
I definitely can relate to your story more than you may believe. It's that guilt that... And he puts one hand out and just summons one of his blades. That this happened. And he closes his fist around it, and his own hands are beat to shit. And has different scrapes and cuts on it from whittling and cutting himself on accident, just while he was in fits. I lost my husband not 24 days ago to... I'm from Kresk. I apologize. My sunshine was taken from me because I wasn't fast enough. I couldn't save the child that the beast was rampaging after. I wasn't strong enough to keep my husband from running into danger. The man that saved me got torn to shreds in front of me. And like a babe, I could just sit and watch. And I live with that, and it's destroyed me. I'm not the man that he fell in love with. And it worries me that I'm becoming a man he would hate. Even if I still believe my actions are just. But I see your journey of rage is just starting. And as somebody who's suffered within it, and I can tell your pain happened long ago, but the pain is still deep within you. It's love is much more important than the pride of strength. And feeling yourself is to blame. While I might not be able to convince myself of that yet, I'll bring your sister back. I'll make sure she's fine, to the best of my ability. And I won't do it with rage. And I'll show that you can't escape it. And he's going to turn around and walk away. All of that was broadcasted, by the way. Everything that he said was repeated by Val in his head to everybody else. Everything Val said was said to the group. And I walk back into the festivities.
Yeah, as you come back, there's still a crowd around. Bailey and Irina are talking excitedly. Irina's letting Bailey kind of lead the charge. If Ambrose wouldn't have stopped telling stories, you've grown quite a crowd. Phil and Otis as well are kind of bombarded. Even though Otis didn't speak, they definitely seem to be intrigued more by you, where, you know, you've had the hesitation from other Barovians. These at first seemed worrisome with you, but after seeing the company that you keep, they actually welcome you pretty openly, asking you questions, some of them not understanding that I imagine Otis would give. But even though through Ambrosie's explanations, Cora, have you just kind of stayed back and just watching everything?
You just trying to get to know everybody and learn more about the history.
Yeah. At some point, Kaldar leaves Ambrosie's talk and crawls into your lap.
At some point, is there like a chance there may be like a rodent around here?
There's a small
No, there's
child in my
actually...
lap.
Well,
All right, man.
Yeah, pretty on point.
No, I would say there's not a rodent to be found.
well, damn.
What are you looking for, Otis? Just a rodent?
I was going to do a demonstration of bringing a rat or something back to life.
Oh.
Da-da-da.
Do you kind of bring up that you want to show? Do you like bring that up kind of like in what you're talking about?
If I can't demo it, I would just ask these people after chatting with them. I would try to explain what I do, but I would ask them, like, what do they do with their dead?
Their dead are burned, as it's hard to bury into frozen ground.
What a waste!
Hey,
Is
it's
there
their
somebody
method of
dead
recycling.
right now? Is there somebody dead right now?
Nobody. And you hear, "My goat just died today," from a little girl.
Is your goat nearby?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about this? I don't know how. I would dig in my bag and rummage around. Look, can you bring it? Everybody trust me. It's okay.
You know what? Yeah, they would bring you. They would say they wouldn't be able to bring it inside the longhouse, but they could bring it to the front.
Okay, I would try to recruit several people to come follow me outside.
Okay, yeah, easily enough done, and you are met with a very freshly passed old goat.
Now, what good is this? Not good at all, right? It's nothing. It's gone. Right? I guess you could burn it, or check this out. And I'm gonna go ahead. I don't know if I mean, technically by the book I could raise a goat, but I would use animate dead. Oh, I go. Hold on a second. Okay, I use arcane recovery. I get back a third level slot. Here we go. I kind of close my eyes and have to center myself. All right, and yeah, when I'm done, I would let's see here. I would prick my finger, and I would then take out some bone dust from my little chest and a little bowl with a pitten, and I would take some flesh of the goat, and I would go ahead and explain this. And as I grind it, like, you want to go ahead and make sure it's consistent, it's supposed to represent the flesh of alive and dead coming together as one. It's more of the principle than necessarily the thing, but we want to make sure we do a good job. We want to get into it, and after that, I would spend a minute animating the goat. I'll make the goat come back.
Okay.
A zombie goat.
Not everybody came out with you. I would say you got a decent crowd. There's still people in there. Like, they're starting to leave everybody alone. But you got like a little nice crowd outside, and you kind of notice as you let the spell go.
I'm extra dramatic with it. Like, I'm hovering over the corpse. I have Kazan's staff. I say my incantations with like authority, like I'm at an opera or something, and I raise my hands. Alive! I scream.
Make me a performance check at advantage. I'm gonna use the same mechanics from the boasting match.
13.
Okay.
Good for Soldav.
And
I cough at the end of it. Sorry, it's all in my throat.
No, you don't. You don't. Because you're being watched with such rapt fascination, and it's a tense, quiet moment. And then the goat shambles up on all fours and lets out the most haunting cry. And the little girl just starts crying and hugs this goat tightly. And you see there's a few that are appalled. There's some that are like, should I be okay with this? There's enough people that have been heavy in their cups that they think it's just the greatest fucking thing in the world. And you even hear somebody shout out, "Oh, we'll never run out of livestock again!" And they all give you cheers, Otis. They all give you cheers. You are clapped on the back. Your hand is shaken. You're given warm bear hugs. You get a few side eyes. The ones that don't seem to be as comfortable with this just kind of wander back silently into the longhouse. But you have a little crowd with you that seems to be happy.
Yeah, I come back in and I'm like, see, so this is what I'm talking about when I say recycle. We don't just toss away things. They can be repurposed with the right incantations. And you know what? If I can, I plan on coming back through. Maybe we can go ahead and start a little school. We can learn some of these incantations. It'll benefit you all. Like, you, sir, imagine your grandmother living forever. Wouldn't that be amazing? There's some upkeep involved in this, but we can talk about all that later. But it's necromancy, spread the word. Not bad, but good. Resourceful, reusing, replenishing. Huh?
Yeah. I gotta learn how to write first.
That is true. You will need to learn how to write. I can help you with that. You look like a dedicated fellow. You pick it up in no time.
Yeah, yeah. And you hear, but then he quickly goes into wanting to have more drink and food.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I go back outside with the girl and the goat. I go, now, this is only temporary for now, but this is what I recommend you do. It's pretty cold here. You can take, what's the goat's name?
Pearl.
You take Pearl and put Pearl, somewhere where nobody will see Pearl. And then after we get our school going and you learn these incantations, you can bring back Pearl later. But I just can't let you roam around with Pearl. Eventually, you'll get tired,
Oh. I can put her under my bed.
Well, how about you speak with your parents first about learning these things, huh? But look, Pearl's not going anywhere. I just showed you this. So let's go ahead and put Pearl back to sleep for now, right?
Okay. But I just got her back.
I know. The tragedy of the learning process. Yes, I trust me, understand. I've had quite a few best friends this way, but sometimes we have to go ahead and learn the baby steps before we get to the big things. I trust you will be able to do this eventually. Huh? Actually, you know what? I reach in my bag and I will dig around and give her.
What the fuck are you doing, Brett?
I give
Getting
her
loaded.
The Osiris cult necromancy book that I got from Death House.
Oh my god. I love it.
It's the first time you've looked at it since you left Death House.
No, I looked at it before. You told me there was nothing really of value, inside of there. So I go, look, take this, read over it, and it'll give you the beginnings of maybe how you can bring back Pearl another day, huh?
Okay, it'll be my bedtime story.
This child's gonna have nightmares and therapy.
I didn't give her the demonic ritual book. I gave her the cult necromancy book. So we're good on demons arriving for now.
That's good.
I pat her on the back.
Loaded gun. I just gave her the gun.
And I tap Kazan's staff on the goat, and I cast Toll the Dead on it.
You hear a resounding dong, and the goat just drops.
All right, now you take Pearl, and like I said, this is new. People may be scared, but I know you're not scared. Kind of. In a way, yes. Just take Pearl and make sure she's out the way. Not under your bed, not in your house. All right?
Okay, I'll put her in the pen with the others then.
I look back towards the building, wanting to get back to the festivities. I go, that sounds good for now. Run along, all right? And
thank you, Otis.
No problem.
You see, she starts trying to drag the very cold, frozen goat corpse away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that situation as it be.
That's why I had the burst of laughter.
And I just come back to the table and I take a seat next to Phil. These people are great. I look at Cora. Where's that?
She's just reveling.
Okay, good. Intermingling and stuff like that. I guess I see Val here. I wait for him to come over.
he kind of looks over at Cora. It looks at Otis for a moment and just like pats Cora's shoulder and doesn't like usher or try to usher him or anything, but just kind of like makes it known where he's going, just if Cora wants to follow. We'll come over to Otis.
Coral will like kind of take a moment and then just kind of like realize he's kind of lost in it. He'll recognize it. Val wants me to go, so he'll go.
What was all that chatter I heard? What was that about? Who were you talking to?
I totally forgot how to say his name. Sabari?
Scolaris?
Scorpion, I think, or something like that.
Scorpion. I
Skrill-
was talking to
Skrillo?
Skrillis.
Skrillo.
Skrillex?
Sorry, I'm struggling to remember how to say that man's name. It was conversation with Skrilla. Figured it would help us have a better understanding of everything that's truly happening up here.
Ah, I see. It's noble of you to go ahead and look out for the loser in this situation.
Wanted to hear a story and get some understanding. It's less. These people took us in. These people are Cora's family.
True. Well, I just lounge at this point, yeah.
Okay.
The kid that was in Cora's lap, is that the one that was borrowing the ring that had all the trophies on it?
Yeah, he's still holding it.
I'm gonna go up to him and good night. And Phil just hold out his hand for the trophy ring.
He'll hand it back. You can tell he's getting a little sleepy.
And Phil will get down, whisper in his ear. Remember, if you ever see ghosts, use that vial on your sword. That'll help you.
Yeah. On my fangs.
I wouldn't say drink it. I don't know what would happen if you did that.
So I should. I can take anything.
What's your name, kiddo?
Calder? The wolf. No, I'm the wolf of Soldav. And he puffs his chest out.
Okay, young wolf of Soldav. This is a type of poison used to make your weapon effective against ghosts. I do not recommend drinking a poison no matter how strong of a wolf you think you are.
Okay.
I don't doubt your mightiness, but I do doubt your stomach.
Oh, Auntie says it's bottomless. My stomach.
Oh, okay. Well,
I eat more than Como does. Just saying.
Well, I'm glad you're a hungry child. That means you're always growing. And that's a good thing. But this will not help you grow.
No, it'll make me grow to be bitey when I use it to kill ghosts. I knew they were real.
Okay, little wolf of Soldav. Are you gonna heed my words, or do I need to take it back?
I said it was. Yeah, no. And he like tucks it against his chest and like turns from you.
Phil just nods at him and says, glad we understand each other then.
Thank you.
Phil just smiles and nods. Goes back to eating.
And the crowds have kind of faded away. And the bonfire in the hearth starts settling into glowing embers, and the villagers' laughter fades into a quiet conversation. A sudden chill sweeps through the longhouse. The flames flicker and dim as a figure takes form amidst the smoke. A raven, its feathers shimmering beneath the firelight. The smoky raven flutters silently through the air, alighting besides Chief Diego. Its head tilts, its eyes glinting like drops of obsidian as it regards her room. Then, with a voice like the rumbling of distant thunder, it speaks. The hour is at hand. Bring them to me. And its message delivered. The raven dissolves into swirling embers. You all see this, because I would say you guys are all back around this table with the chief. And she looks at you all, and her face is general merriment now. It's better, it's closer to an understanding, and she says, that was the message from Elder Buribus, the keeper of the Shrine of the Rosanna. He has summoned you, and you need to go. Como! And she snaps her fingers. And he looks up from his cup, kind of blinking. Take them. And Como, yeah. Come on. With me, everybody. And
As we're about to
Mhm.
follow Como, Ambrosie's going to pick up the horn.
Yeah, you guys could have been picked it up by now, yeah, for sure.
Alright.
Alright. Since Otis already identified it, it is a horn of silent alarm.
Ooh.
Silent what? Sorry.
Silent alarm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know why my mic's not picking up everything. You guys head out the longhouse. I'm guessing everybody's following, yes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
I think it's a little 5 minutes earlier than we usually, but I think it's a good point. So we want to take 5:10? 5:10-ish?
Let's take a 10.
Take a 10. Alright, let's take a 10. Back on the 05.
Uh,
Alrighty.
Interesting. Okay.
You good?
Yeah, I'm just reading the Horn of Silent Alarm. That's really cool.
It's super good.
Especially for a man that never sleeps.
True.
AKA Phil.
Look, if you have one shot, one opportunity to seize anything you ever wanted, would you capture it or would you let her slip?
Use the mouth, but you better never let it go. You only get one
You
shot.
only have one shot.
Chance to blow.
This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You gotta.
Which one did you better?
Yeah, I spent like
Arms weak, mom, spaghetti.
I mean, I spent a good, like, I know it's sad, but like an hour and a half putting that together. And then I had something wrong, so Dice had to correct me on it, so I had to go back and rewrite for the second paragraph.
That was great.
So,
Yeah, man. Wow, that was a lot more work than I put into it.
I had a couple lines in my head, and I was just like, okay, well, I guess I'm rhyming this out. So let me just, go all out with this, though. It was a little bit longer, but it worked.
Truth. I'll be right back.
Okay, back.
And I'm back.
Oh, hello.
Dude, Alex, that was sick, by the way.
It's a lot of effort.
Dude, it was really good. You should be proud of that.
I'm trying to be.
Heck
It's gonna be
yeah.
hard to top that for MVP.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, that was. What was it? There was. Hang on, let me. So for me, it was what Dice had to correct me on is because I didn't quite catch the point that he was going to give the necklace to his sister. I thought, I'm thinking, it's like a sign of love, so I was kind of going to merge that. But yeah, as far as God, what really started the rhyme? Yeah, really, the first two lines, my name is Phil and I've come to boast. They told me what the fear the most. I'm like, okay, I'm just doing a freaking rhyme.
I love it.
And then as I was writing it, I was about halfway through, and then it was, at first this was supposed to be a boast, but instead it turned into a roast. I'm just like, yeah, I've got to do that, especially if we're winning, there's a good chance that we're winning. I got to put that in.
Definitely.
So.
Great.
We'll just bring it back a sheep goat.
Yeah, that was inspirational.
We're gonna
And
come
then
back. She's
trying
gonna
to
start a
defend it.
cult of necromancy. That's gonna be awesome.
And then defending it with, I didn't give her the book of the demon stuff. I just gave her the book of necromancy.
Yeah, there we go.
Just
That's
gave
not too bad.
It just gave the vibe of, I didn't give her the bullets. I just gave her the gun.
Look, I started off.
I was going to say.
I started her off with volume 1. She could find volume 2 on her own.
I just want to say, Brent, what fun is a toy without batteries? Hmm?
True. What fun is a toy without batteries?
The only thing is, at first, as Dice was saying it, I thought the Raven came from Strahd.
Me too.
That's what I
Okay.
thought. Yeah.
Okay,
I was about ready to throw up a
sure.
daylight and be like, "Screw you, bird!" And then because the daylight probably it only lasts like an hour. I was like, I was ready.
Yeah, I almost immediately was like, Val's gonna throw a dagger at that bird.
Yeah, screw that bird. We're all so disgusting.
I do not trust that bird.
I
still
cast
don't.
animal explosion. Just make it blow up like the bird in Shrek.
Jeez. I'm traumatized.
Turns to like fried chicken or something.
Fried raven.
I'm all traumatized by birds.
Yeah, so's your sister.
Yeah, she is. You are correct about that.
What did you say?
Traumatized by
You don't
bird.
like birds.
No.
Or chimeras. She doesn't like chimeras
Like
either.
wings. That's Alice. I think they're cool. Alice has a fear of flying things. She has failed every wisdom save against anything that has wings and dragon. So I have given her that flaw.
Well, you guys are about to go tour all the flying things.
I know.
So.
That's why when you were saying that, Alice is just like, I don't want to, but I need to. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to play out as Alice. For sure. Alright. Is everyone back?
Although I don't think I've heard from Jason yet.
Yeah.
He still has one more whole minute. 59. 50. 57.
I think Alex is excited to play more.
I think so too. I'll take it.
I'm feeling better. Thank you to my wife. So. Oh, there he is.
Oh,
Yeah,
you guys
she-
waiting for me? Sorry.
Oh, you're
It's
good.
okay.
It was at 10:05.
It's okay. You're fine. You are okay. All right. Yeah, I think it's everybody. Sorry, I was just noting time on Craig to make it easier whenever I get to doing these files. Okay. How do I get to the right notes? That might help. I was prepping during that break. Alrighty. It's like, oh god, if they get there and I don't have this ready. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get you guys going. Back to Theater of the Mind. But Como guides you out of the longhouse and down the village's central rocky boulevard, then takes a small winding trail that travels towards the western edge of the crater. The path leads beneath the trio of tall, snow-dusted pines, then to a set of narrow, rugged stone steps cut directly into the mountain cliff. And 20 feet up, the steps turn and vanish into a small, dark cavern entrance. And as you guys reach the steps, Como kind of turns to you guys. I can't go any farther. The elder asked to speak with you, not me. But good luck, and Elder Barabbas, he intends you no harm.
Insight.
Yeah, go for it.
Definitely. Come on, computer, please.
He's looking at you guys in the eyes. He's not twitchy. He's doesn't seem to be withholding anything. Pretty open.
Oh, is this Olus or is this
Como.
Oh, this is Como. Okay, never mind.
Phil just nods and says, "Thank you for the escort."
Yeah. You can tell he's kind of got a look of longing, like he would. Guys. You guys go on?
No,
Mm-hmm.
Ready. Why is it not... It's not supposed to have talking, but okay, thanks. Appreciate that. Who puts ads in a freaking Spotify list? Crazy. And you ascend the steps into the darkness and enter into an enormous cavernous space more than 200 feet across. And in contrast to the sharp chill of the mountain air, the atmosphere here is pleasantly warm, almost humid. A thick, dark brown loam covers the floor, and thick vines climb the wall, which shimmer with countless deposits of glowing cerulean crystal. Honeybees flit from tall, sweet-smelling hives to dart across a field of verdant flowering bushes, mosses, and small trees, itself crossed by a bubbling brook that echoes with the occasional croaking of unseen crickets. Clumps of soft white mist drift lazily through the air like small puffy clouds, clustered most thickly near the base of a small, crystal-clear pool fed by a narrow... At the center of the pool rises a three-sided stone pillar, its front marked simply with a three-pointed star. Beyond and above it, a tangle of thick gray-brown roots carpets the wall, rises from the tight dotted ceiling, more than 50 feet overhead. 15 feet up the wall, a mass of roots seems to form an enormous face, bearded and wrinkled, with an ancient, wizened visage. It is only when you see the roots just beneath it, rising and falling like a mighty chest, that you realize the face isn't made of roots at all.
Yeah.
But framed by them, its dark gray-blue skin blending with the stone behind it. The face's eyes open, revealing glittering emerald eyes, and an ancient, resonant voice spills from its bearded lips. The seeker spoke true then, it rasped. You have come at last.
You mean all of us?
Have you brought the signs, the secrets of blood, and the sun's sigil?
Val pull like his holy symbol out. Is this the sun sigil?
The one I am asking about has a red center.
Bailey, I think he means.
Yeah, Bailey blinks and like pulls out the one that she has, the fancy pants, Ravenkind one.
And the roots creak as he nods. That is one. What about the secrets of blood?
Out of character, Otis, I think I gave you back. No, I gave the diary to Cora, and I think I gave it back to Otis once Cora was done. Right?
Yep, Cora has Zarvage's diary.
Okay, so Cora has it then.
Yep.
Ambrosi looks to Cora and nods.
Is it this that you speak or seek?
And you see as you pull out the Tomb of Strahd, you hear this big breath of reverence and relief. And you feel this entire meadow inside the iced out mountain just breathe and pulse as the roots move with him. I've been waiting to share the omens for so long. I would suggest sitting.
I take a seat.
Bailey looks for a spot that's not wet and then sits.
Yeah, Ambrosi will sit down.
Yep.
I am the one they called Elder Birobis. I am what some of you might know as a storm giant, I believe. But I am a race that is dedicated to the seeking and interpretations of omens. I was young and arrogant when I first came to Barovia, thousands of years ago, hoping to prove my skills against this being they called one of the Lady's Three, beings of Fey divinity, dwelling amidst this valley. In my pride of youth, I challenged the Seeker to a competition of foresight, and yet I lost. I was surprised when the Seeker offered to teach me to see the threads of fate as she did. Although I never approached her mastery, her tutelage unlocked an awareness that I and my people have not thought possible. I settled in the Balanic Mountains upon Mount Gaucus. I was disturbed when Kavan's conquest and the so-called King Drozdan's subsequent invasion laid waste many of the Lady's holy places. But a prophetic vision reassured me that one day my patron and mentor would return to her rightful power. when a group of mortals bearing the secrets of blood and the sun's sigil would come to be, seeking to restore the lady's glory. He kind of looks and pauses to see if you guys have anything to...
Am I capable of insight checking a
Nah.
tree?
Nah.
No, I'm just kind of enjoying the show then.
Nature feels just listening.
Ambrosi asks, have you been in this place all that time? Or were you... Are you even mortal now?
For centuries after arriving, I dwelled in comfortable solitude amongst these peaks, away and apart from the squabbles of the Tatua. While Kavan conquered the tribes, I enjoyed decade-long dalliance. Oh shoot, it was so lovely with Prita. Our time together resulted us in a daughter, Gira, named for the valley above, which we had made our home. But less than a century after the mist fell, Gira was nearly 200, I believe. This Strahd used the power of the Fanes, causing the lunar river to swell above its banks, drowning the village known as Berez, turning the surrounded area to far more temperamental than I. My daughter grew enraged at the wanton cruelty, and even more so when that witch, Baba Lysaga, began to befoul the new swamp with black magic. Gira soon became convinced that the omens that this Strahd's death would swiftly follow Saga, and against my warnings, she decided to descend to the valley below, attempting to assault this cottage, dying at the witch's hand. Rather than bury her remains, you watch as he's talking about this, his body that is enraptured by these roots starts to tremble. You can tell it's from sorrow and rage. That witch called upon fell magic to slough flesh from my daughter, then placed an enchantment of flight upon Gira's so that she might ride through the skies. Enraged.
I'm sorry, are you guys... It's breaking up for me.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sorry. It's probably because I'm talking too low. I'll try to be a little louder. But he said pretty much that placed an enchantment flight upon Gira's, and that's so she might ride upon it. And enraged by Gira's
I'm sorry,
death.
I gotta it broke up
Let me
again.
try.
You said
Let me try.
riding
Let me
upon
try.
what?
Hang on.
Yeah, it's definitely
Hang on.
breaking up on my side too. Yep.
All right. How is the talking now? Is it any better? Am I breaking up? How are we doing?
Sounds good so far.
Try the line again.
My throat hurts. Let me get some water. He pretty much was saying that the witch called upon fell magic to slough the flesh from the daughter's bones, placing an enchantment of flight upon the skull so that she could ride through the skies upon it. Did it come through that time?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's different. Okay, so this... At that, Ambrosi will ask, wait, you're a true giant then?
Yes. But I am not done with this story, and you said you were going to listen.
Got him.
In my rage of the death and destruction of my daughter's remains, I descended upon Berez with all the fury of a maelstrom. Old age, however, had robbed me of my strength, and I barely escaped the encounter with my life. I was dying of my wounds, but guided by the Seeker's familiar, an ancient raven named Turiel, I found my way to Soldav and the shrine of the Razana, where the primal roots therein pierced my flesh and sustained me with life-giving sap, and I have remained here ever since. And he nods as he had finally answered your question, Ambrose. Kind of sees,
Thank you.
looks around. Mm. Anybody have any other questions? He's kind of looking to see if there's any other questions before he continues. Mostly looking pointedly at Cora.
Sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I don't have questions to ask.
Vala's looking at the facial structure, like seeing if they're similar at all.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like Vala's still in the mindset of find Cora's family.
Not like a familial relation, but you can
Right.
definitely see the, Goliaths. You can definitely see where the features probably came from, but not in a familiar way.
May I ask a question not connected to this story? Or is there time for that later?
Ask.
My friend here, he gestures over to Cora. You being here as long as you have, with his mother gone, does he have any blood relatives on her side still around?
You can see the figure kind of looks at Cora a little bit more. There had been a few. They were of a dying breed. Your grandmother left Soldav centuries ago.
Cora nods in understanding.
Is that true?
Well, I want to get something else straight here. So, who is writing the skull of your sister?
Of my daughter.
Your daughter, excuse me.
Listen. The witch of the swamp. Baba Lysaga.
Just making sure we're all clear on that. And I assume you haven't seen her since.
I've been here.
Yeah.
And he looks back at Cora. Why are you so quiet? Do you not wish to know more about that crest you carry?
Of course, it's just never imagined myself here, having this chance. My mother gave it to me, as her mother did to her. What does it mean?
It is of the ladies. Their holy places have been desecrated by Kavan, King Drozden, and the von Zarovich. Worshippers weakened and divided. The ladies of the Fanes have been reduced to little more than spirits, unable to take action or exercise the power they once wielded. The Weaver's holy place was the Swamp Fane, standing near the ruined town on the shores of the Luna River. The Huntress, the Forest Fane, atop Yester Hill, and the Seekers, the Mountain Fane, in a western clearing in the valley's woodland basin. All three are desecrated, corrupted by Strahd's profane, foul magic, their power perverted and channeled towards the vampire's use. Through them, and you can hear there's an undercurrent of anger in his voice. The vampire commands the beast, earth, and sky of the valley, and through them, he has tethered his soul to the land itself. I don't know how the Fanes can be reconsecrated, and this power over them severed. Only the ladies themselves may bear such knowledge, and though their spirits still dwell in Barovia, they are not as they once were, reduced to bare vestiges of divinity. I fear that the ladies lack the means to communicate with mortals any further. I myself have not heard the Seekers whisper on the wind since the mist fell. I am loath to seek knowledge from such a profane and darkened place. I believe that the long-dead mages of what is called the Amber Temple may have crafted or documented rituals capable of contacting the lady's remnants. The vestiges of ancient beings dwell within the temple's walls, and countless secrets lay buried within the temple's depths. Should you delve its hidden tombs, you may well find the means to gather the lady's spirits and commune with them, as I did once long ago. Then, young one, you might have your answers. And I am tasking you and the others to seek this knowledge from the temple. Go ahead, Jason.
Cora like nods like understandingly, then just claps his hands. When he claps his hands, like a loud thunder kind of like shock like emits from it. He kind of forgets that he does that. Then it is most settled, my friends. We must travel together and find more about this. How we can bring these pains back, how we can communicate with them, for if there is a hope of ridding this land of this plague, this darkness, then they must know a way to do it. They will be the rain that washes the profanity of this land away.
Yes.
Sorry, did I miss this? What's the importance of these things? And she points to like the different things that he said. Did you bring this stuff?
Again, as I have told the others, listen. They were told, I was told by the Seeker, that those bearing the two would help bring on a new dawn.
I heard that part. There's not more to that? Just, hints or helpful information?
I imagine the Seeker and the other gone witches in the Amber Temple will probably have more information.
I was kind of
Yes.
hoping that they would just tell us and we could just be like, oh, this thing, you just stab it into, his eyeball or something and that incapacitates him. No luck. Okay.
We must go into the temple and seek the answers. Find them. The best
Right.
ace
So,
order is the one that you expect.
Out of game real
Find.
quick. Reminder. We
Mhm.
met Babala Saga, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Correct.
yeah,
Yeah.
back at that house with the okay, just making sure. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we did
Baron
not see a giant skull.
Yes,
Well,
We
we
did.
It
It's
was
weird.
What they were,
It was
it was the cauldron part thing, right?
No, we climbed the
It was
skull
e-
to get into the house. It was right
Which was
outside
in the
the
tree.
house.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
but it was
Okay,
flipped
got
up. It was yeah. Its top part was cut off. So yeah.
Okay, I remember now. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was like the cauldron thing.
Kind of. You're I bet she could use it for that.
It's been a while. Okay.
Ambrosi asks,
Hang on one second, because Jason had tried to say something as Corey and I didn't catch it.
oh yeah.
It was just like
Sure.
a dumb core joke. Not
Oh,
joke,
okay.
just chorism.
Chorism heard then. Okay, go ahead, Ambrose.
Ambrosi asks, Biribus, my party has heard tell of an artifact of the ladies. There is a spear said to be buried with Drozdan. Do you know if his tomb is within the temple as well?
What's the Huntress Spear? Is what you seek?
Ambrosi nods. Might prove useful for contacting them. I had hoped serendipity might, or fate, would put it in front of us in the Ember Temple, but if not, perhaps
is-
you know.
It is not buried in the temple. It is in the dark depths of the Pillar of Ravenloft, with many others.
Okay.
When he said the Pillar of Ravenloft, would I be able to connect it? I said that's that large spiral staircase with the heart in it.
No, you guys would know. You guys would know that the Castle Ravenloft sits on what is the the geographical, like the landscape. It's a pillar of Ravenloft. It's like the part of the mountain that it sits on, because you
I
remember
see.
it's on the edge, so it's called the pillar.
Pretty sure in the tomb we saw a tomb of Drozdan.
Yeah,
You
I
did.
was just thinking that like we probably just didn't
Yeah, 'cause I remember
go
Zare.
and
Because
investigate
we got
that.
ambushed.
Things got sticky. In the Pillar of Ravenloft, I saw a large beating heart. It was gigantic, as big as you. You know anything of this?
It is beyond my sight. You can see he kind of frowns at that. You can tell he probably, if he had the information, like there's a, like even with low insight, he would have told you if he had the information.
I have another question. So on the way here, we transversed the caves, and we discovered a area with a pillar of red light and an artifact inside of it. You've been here a while. Do you know this?
What do you pull out? Do you pull it out?
No, I just asked him about it first here.
He thinks there are many things left around.
Okay, with that, I will pull it out. I will go, it's this right here. And I take out the medallion.
And like you hear the creaking as he kind of shifts, like he wants to get closer to look, but he obviously can't.
Seeing its
No.
awkwardness, I would approach him so he can look at it better.
Yeah, as you kind of start, it's fine. That is new. It is that not had time to be known.
I see. I will put it back.
I will ask that you all return to me, should you gain this knowledge from the Amber Temple. I have lingered long past my time, but I believe these roots have sustained my existence for a reason. I am old and bound, but I possess knowledge and strength that may be of use to you. Will you return to me after?
Phil nods.
Of course.
Yes.
Right? Cora will grab for concurrence.
Kind of seeing that everyone's in an agreement. You can see that he kind of sags into the roots, and I can offer a boon in thanks to aid you in your travels to and from this temple. And you watch as his old eyes trace across your form, eventually coming to rest upon Phil. I sense the feel of the Seeker's magic upon you. You carry a boon of the ravens, do you not?
Phil will pull out the keeper's whistle.
Place it upon the stone pillar at the center of the pool so that I may inspect it.
Phil is going to take off his shoes and socks so they don't get wet. Roll up his pants, and he will do so.
And you watch as Biribus's eyes close, and the white clouds of mist that rise from the pool begin to swirl through the air towards the pillar's surface. A pale cerulean glow surrounds the whistle, and for a moment, a great and terrible winged shadow crosses the cloud's depths, its fierce cry seeming to echo at a far distance. Then, the shadow is gone, the glow fades, and the mist drifts lazily down towards the earth once more. And he starts speaking again. Should you find yourselves in harm's way upon this mountain, blow this whistle. If you do so beneath the open skies, my teacher's familiar shall come to defend you, though this magic shall work only once.
Phil looks at him, picks up the whistle, and provides thanks. Says, on top of the questions that have already been imposed, may I ask a few more?
I fear our conversation and this investiture has exhausted me. I must rest and reserve my strength for my role yet to come. I will give you a warning that the evil within the temple is not to be trifled with. Many mortals have believed they could control the power it hides, and have lost themselves amidst the darkness. An abyss lurks within the temple's heart, but peer into it no longer than you must, lest it find a foothold in your soul and drag you down into amber shadows. I have energy to answer one final question. You may ask if you wish, Phil.
Phil looks at Cora for approval before proceeding.
Cora nods. We will be back after the temple. Ask your question.
Alright. Phil says, we have been told of a place in which the Lord of this land will not enter inside the temple as well as its horrors. Can you elaborate on that?
All right.
I had to do a 2-for-1, sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just getting up to the information to make sure I tell you correctly. I have enchantments around. They will keep you safe. They keep my people safe. And any who wish to leave Soldav with ill intent towards it and its people can no longer remember its location. And his eyes will kind of settle on you for a minute, Cora, as he says that. And then he lets out a sigh. As if he's expecting you all to leave. Go well. May the ladies guide you through the trials that await. And as he says this with his exhale, you watch as his eyes close. And you can tell he's fallen asleep.
Phil does a quick dry on his feet and puts his clothes back to weather appropriate. Ready to go.
All right. Billy's gonna tuck the Raven holy symbol back.
A whistle and a spear. But what of the third?
The sword?
No, that is not the Weaver's making.
We do need to get that sword.
Yes. Let's let him sleep and we can go discuss before bed.
Of course. Yes.
Phil looks at Cora. Sorry, my question wasn't more specific.
No, we must go to this temple.
Agreed.
Many answers will be found there.
And Phil will start walking out. Are there any bunnies in here, or is it just bees?
Just bees and crickets and frogs. Alright, so you guys head back to the... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna... Me being a smartass, I was gonna say, okay, well, I guess I'm not gonna eat a cricket then.
You guys head back to the longhouse then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm updating the keeper's whistle for you. Okay, you should see that. Alright, you should see that on the bottom now. What with that charm that's been added to it.
Thank you.
You guys are able to easily enough find your way back to the longhouse. And you find as you enter in that the tables have been cleared away, the benches, and any refuse that would have been left by the feast. And you see, and Diego meets you at the door. She's standing outside waiting, opens it, lets you all in, and says, as I mentioned, you can place your bedrolls around the hearth and enjoy a night of rest.
Phil nods and thinks.
And I know you have answers. You have answers owed in the morning.
you.
And she leads you guys to it. The floor is yours for the beginning of your long rest. What are you guys doing?
We even
what's
need
your
to
thought-
take watch here.
Casimir, what's your thoughts on all this?
Right.
He kind of looks up. He's been pretty quiet. You can tell he is, even though he lives in a Vistani camp, this was a lot for him. His social battery is completely drained. And he just he was already putting his bedroll together, and he was already trying to like scooch into it with his back to you guys, trying to just go to bed. And it makes sense that nobody knew about Soldav, and we've had the good fortune of finding it. And we should be able to reach the temple tomorrow quickly. I don't know about these Fanes. It's scary to think of their power being held.
Maybe they have some information about your sister.
Maybe. I know you understand this, Otis. It's information, while it still can be harmful, should always be sought.
Speaking of which, can I see your book? I'm almost done.
Yeah, and he'll dig through his robes and pull it out, and he just kind of like tosses it at you. Like he's so done with this, with everything.
Thank you. And I would just unpack my stuff, and I'm gonna spend an hour before bed finishing this spell.
Casimir, if you'll indulge another, I had always thought that the elven people were the original inhabitants of the valley.
No.
But I never remember an elf calling this place Gervisa.
No, we were brought here.
Do you know by whom?
He just looks at you deadpanned. By the one you didn't tell me was haunting you at night when you asked me to come up this damned mountain with you.
Speaking of which, she's going to be very unhappy with us tomorrow evening.
Might not matter.
Why tomorrow?
Can he come tonight?
Hopefully
He's
not.
effectively blocked, right? He's gonna be really mad about that.
Did you, I'm sure they'll let you leave and go camp out on the plateau. I'm staying here.
I'm just saying, he's going to be mad. And we're going to have to deal with that.
We'll deal with it tomorrow, Bailey. I'd rather have one safe night than play another game tonight. We finally actually had a good day. First time in as long as I can remember. We've had a good day in Barovia. Scary, but it's ended well.
Bailey just looks back at Ambi and looks at his neck again.
Yeah, you can see it. He's
she
in his
lets it
small
drop,
clothes
though.
when he's going to bed.
Yeah, she lets it drop though, but she's definitely like the worries on her face.
Forgive me, but these fanes sound important, but I do not remember you all saying that they were read by Madame Ava.
They were not. But if the Great Shadow, Bill kind of chuckled, is somehow controlling some of their power, releasing that from his grasp, it's going to make our objective easier in the end. Every advantage we can gain and every disadvantage we can grant him is going to be for the best outcome.
Keeper's whistle, the huntress's spear. But what is the weaver's item then? I cannot think that these artifacts did not meet our path by simple chance. Feels more like fate. Those cards.
Well, maybe that's the final piece he's offering once we complete his task.
Would be interesting.
we all
Usually,
alone in here?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Usually, communion with a god requires. He's better served at an altar. Are these fanes that?
Bill shrugs.
It sounds as much from the story. Cora, what do you think?
I don't think Cora can even begin to figure out what the third item would be.
Do you think that the fanes serve as a conduit to the sisters, to the ladies? Sorry.
I think they are one and the same. Well, they're not.
The saga guards a swamp in Perez. The forest folk guard Yestra Hill. What guards the mountain? The Amber Touched?
Literally speaking, yes.
Didn't we see the footsteps of some large creature?
Those
Exiting
demons.
the cave? Yeah, the demon wolf thing with the poison tail.
Gotcha.
That'd be my guess.
They mentioned a woodland basin within the mountain. I do not know if the temple would have such.
You mean that statue? That was not the Fae, right?
That was not, no. At least, I guess I'm not sure.
Well, are we talking about the one that we repaired on our way up the mountain? That statue?
Yeah. Yeah, Ambrosie nods at that.
Well, I mean, if so, and the keeper's whistle is, the addition he added to that whistle is a buff, so to speak. For helping out that Thane. I guess that's another question we could ask, but I think the point's null. I don't know. This is my first trek here. So. Maybe they'll have answers for us in the morning, too.
Or at our destination. When we first move against these Fanes, I don't think he will take that lightly.
We've already got his attention.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
on all accounts, in my eyes, we're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So, might as well do what we need to do. And we'll deal with whatever consequences, because they're going to be there anyway. So, and when he comes at us tomorrow night, we'll figure out what sinister game he has, and I guess hope once again that we succeed, or if he decides to do 2 games, or it is what it is. If he won us dead, we'd be dead. So might as well just press on.
I think we must be prepared for a confrontation with him when we engage them.
I'm not sure he would wait until that moment. I mean, why not attack us before we even go into the Amber Temple?
I don't think he knows why we're here yet.
You don't think he knows why we're here?
Must be able to surmise.
I imagine so. He knows what's in there. He's been up there himself. Probably spoke to the Fanes himself.
He's many things, but he's not stupid. I'm sure he's thought of it.
And say we're successful and we get Sergei's sword. He's gonna know then anyway. So, do you think that's gonna make things easier?
Once we reach the temple, I don't think he will interfere.
I hope you're right.
But when we leave, Otis is right. He might at that moment.
Well,
I don't think he's going to do anything to us the more I think about it. I mean, there's been times all along the way where he could have stopped this, right? More convenient times, better times, but he still hasn't. And the more I think about it, the more I feel like the reason he hasn't is because of her. And I point to Irina.
Yeah, but he could take her anytime he wants.
But why doesn't he?
In his words, the game.
I think that he wants her to choose him.
Exactly.
And she looks over at Irina.
Irina is curled up to the fire, passed the fuck out under several blankets because she knew Val had a couple, so she had already gone and grabbed them. And
Val helped her get ready for bed and was just like, he's not engaged in the conversation, he's just listening and was just putting everybody else to bed. That was not engaged in the conversation.
For him to wipe us all out, Irina would never approach him after something like that.
What
How
if she didn't
patient
approach
can
him
he?
after it?
Instead of plot armor, we have thought armor.
And how
Thought armor, yes!
Damn it, Sakai! Alright. I just mean to say that he does much to throw away. He did much in the past to throw away everything he had. I don't think he'd be willing to give up what little he has so easily.
I think he's hoping along the way, at some point in some time, there's an opportunity to, I don't know, change Irina's mind, persuade her.
Join him to save us.
Yes. Something like that.
Thus a fight. Thus we must be ready. And he will strike when he has to. When his power is threatened. And these Fanes are that power. It is what makes him the land.
And if anything, I'm pretty sure he's gonna invite us maybe again to his home for a final game or something of that nature. But I don't think he's going to attempt to wipe us out or anything like that.
From what I gathered, he's tried this a few times, right? Or am I
Tried what?
to get her attention multiple times over however long it's been? Or is this the first time she's... And she, barely puts up, quotation marks, reincarnated? I don't even know how it all works, but... Would he be willing to just wipe us out and try again? Or is this the first time she's been back? Or is she truly... You know what, it doesn't matter.
No, but go ahead now.
I don't think he'd harm her mortally.
Not her.
But
I'm talking about us.
Definitely do see him demolishing us.
Exactly. We're expendable to him.
Like her.
I mean, I think the point of putting us in jeopardy in some form and having her volunteer to save us is probably the ideal scenario that I agree with. I think that makes a hell of a lot of sense as far as how he thinks. But, as far as Irina's past, we know she's been bitten by him numerous times. She still hasn't been transformed. So, and if the lore she spoke of when we met her is accurate, all it is one or two more bites, and that's it. She'll officially be a ward of Strahd.
But not by choice. And that's the kicker. That's what he hates.
He can charm
Exactly. Well, you can't force love, though, still.
You can
Charm
force
her, but-
obedience, you can't force love.
Yes.
I don't have that answer. I hear you. I don't have that answer. Phil looks down at Esmeralda. I'm sure she's going to sleep.
No, she's sitting there listening.
Okay.
Cora, which of the...
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Cora, which of the Fanes belongs to the Keeper?
The Mountain Fane.
That is fortunate for us, then.
Sure, the temple will have more information of the locations.
It will be the easiest to get to. From where we are now.
Indeed.
You ever thought, MB, that maybe all the time you spent, I guess, in one form or another in the tombs and the catacombs of Ravenloft, that this is not your first rodeo going through this?
Do you speak of the March of the Dead upon the castle? But I am no ghost, Otis.
I know you're no ghost, yes, but I'm just wondering, what if your affliction is similar to Irina's? Things don't pan out the way Strahd wants them to, and he decides to clear the board again, Put us down, maybe put you back in the catacombs. Maybe some
I
others
think-
wander through the mist and he tries again and wakens you. You find
I
another group.
believe... Possibly. But I believe if that's true, then the time at which he will do it is something he cares about more. Something he can't get back once he loses it. Because and I hate to say this, for spirits bound in this place, like Tatiana's, he has all the time in the world to try to break it.
Exactly.
But that might not be for everything he has. And he can't lose those.
I mean, it'll make a lot of sense, considering how nonchalant he's been this whole time, right? How many adventure groups have came through here? 10, 15, 20, hundreds? All of them shouting insults at him? And then when things don't pan out, and he's tired of the games, he gets rid of them. Then it starts all over.
He will act before we can truly threaten him. We must be ready for it.
Yeah, but if his focus, and again, kind of going back to what was last said, if his focus is averted onto another, we'll have that. We'll have the ability to, grab everything we need before we take the fight to him. So, not that I'm volunteering, Irina to go with him. That's the last thing I want. But all roads lead to that. That's what he wants. That's what we know. And the only time we're going to get an opportunity to finish what we need to is if he has, like Otis said, something else to focus on. Once we're not the focus, we can do what we need to do to finish this. And I have a feeling that once we're done with this temple, I have a feeling that Boris, is that the guy's name? The giant that we just spoke with?
Erebus.
Beerbus.
I have a feeling that Beerbus is going to ask us to take out Baba Lasagna and as retribution for his daughter. So I'm sure that's next on the list. And if Baba Lasagna is as powerful as he's saying, then yeah, that's going to be a fun one.
Well, we have 3 Thanes to clear, Phil, not just one. But I agree.
I know. I just want to focus on the immediate task before us, because we don't know what the fuck's gonna happen tomorrow at this point.
Well,
Do you think it'll harm
I
others
slam my book
instead of
shut.
us?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I apologize. Go ahead.
Oh no, I get done with this spell, and I hand the book back over to Casimir, and I then lay down and get some rest. I go.
What were you gonna say, Val?
Do you think it'll harm others, people other than us, in our allies? Because he cannot get to us tonight.
Out actions or lack of availability?
Lack of availability.
No. Either A, as soon as we're out of this enchantment, we'll be confronted tomorrow morning. Or B, he'll actually hold up to his word and come visit us tomorrow night and double the dose.
We must make for the temple then.
Agreed. If we can scrounge all the information we can in the morning before we leave, I think that'd be the most prudent method. Get out, get moving.
Well, in that case, Bel's gonna shut off the mental connection and start preparing himself for bed.
Okay. Does anybody have anything else?
Phil's just gonna check Esmeralda and say I meant what I said, by the way.
Good. And
He
you
just
see that
smiled.
she had moved your sleeping mat next to hers.
Phil's gonna.
Amber, is he?
Oh,
No,
Phil's,
finish up, Phil.
yeah, he'll stay up and essentially take first watch since he only has to do a 4-hour meditation. So, he'll still take a watch just to make sure everything's hunky-dory through the way he can for the night. Go ahead, Andy.
Ambrose, he takes his normal guard position.
Okay.
Bailey heads over to where Arena is.
She's snoring and warm, man. She's out. Sure, Bailey's gonna be out the minute she gets comfy too.
Yeah. She's very tired.
Cora, is there anything for you?
Cora's just kind of sitting around the fire, and he's kind of concerned about going to fight this temple full of amber touch people. He didn't do too well last time, and
Ignore that!
they're like the boogie people.
They're the boogeyman for you. But you also had a really good day. So once you got here, got maybe a little bit more information.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Do you guys? You got 15 minutes. Okay. You guys good to stop here then? We'll pick up next week. See how the long rest goes and how the morning goes.
Sure.
Whoa.
Rather get the lore next week than this week.
Yes.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. Same.
Fantastic. Well, good job. You guys got your first milestone for level 8, by the way.
Woohoo.
Oh, snap.
You received the mission. That. Look at that. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. This is a long level. Cool.
We're gonna have to go back to that stupid castle again. I just know it.
Oh, we gotta
Eventually.
kill the bastard.
Yeah, I know. It's just there's something else we need. I would put money on it, but I
Like
don't
something
know.
we left in the castle that we need.
that we should have gotten.
That we should have grabbed.
Didn't think about. Yeah,
Ugh.
to
One of
commune
those
with a god.
optionals to get to level 8.
It's the clockwork thing, isn't it?
Or we could just not. We
No,
could just
not
go to the
the
castle and kill him, and we don't have to fight the Thanes. That's all optional, right?
Yeah, right. Okay. It's just a whole arc for them. Awesome. Well, cool. You guys are almost done with this arc. Almost. When you guys finally leave in the morning. Yeah, you guys got to get to the temple. I'm excited for the temple. Well, cool. Who wants to start us on our good, bad MVP?
I do.
Okay.
My good. Wow, great moments from so many different characters. Oh, this was so fun. I love Otis. Just essentially giving a toy with no batteries to a kid. and sparking just... Oh, that's gonna be a problem eventually. Hopefully not ours. I think that was fun. I like how Ambi boasted. That was really good. That was a really good moment. Bailey coming out swinging, starting that boasting. That was wonderful. Cora just being able to enjoy the community. It was just such a good session, man. It was such a good session. And Phil just going all Slim Shady on them was amazing. I had such a good time. I'm so glad I could play with you guys. I don't have any bads aside from my computer and my internet and my power going out for a moment there. And my MVP, I gotta give it to Phil. Got to.
Thank you. My good. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna mirror every freaking thing Abe said, because yeah, this is one of the better Strahd sessions, and I know it's the Doomsday campaign, but it's like I was telling Dice, it's nice having the light days thrown in every once in a while just to counteract it all. But yeah, for MVP, just because it's so hard for me to actually pick somebody, I'm just going to give it to Jason for giving me the inspiration to reroll. So
Lame.
oh, you know what? Fine. All right, I'll never give MVP to
Good.
Jason again.
Good.
All right. I will give it to Cora for helping Phil, because I'm an asshole. So there you go. Thank you, Cora, for giving Phil your inspiration to kick beat the guy to the curb.
Sorry guys, I got some personal thing going on, so I was kind of out of it tonight. But the good was it was a really fun session with the boast battle. Wasn't sure how that was gonna go, but it was much boastier and much battlier than I expected, which is really cool. No bads. MVP for me also goes to Phil.
Nice. Yeah, go for it.
Go. So,
Yeah.
my good was not failing at the boast because I was super nervous and doing a good job, and then having an awesome narration from Dice to make me feel very good about myself. So, thanks for that, Dice. And my bad is I kind of because it's not even bad because my bad was gonna be I wanted to toss a healing word at Scorlo or whatever his name was, but I'm glad I didn't because it let Val have that moment. So yeah, so it's not even a bad. It was good. It was good. It lasted good things. And my MVP is gonna go to. It's gonna go to Cora for soaking up the ambiance and just loving this arc in general.
Heck yeah.
I can go next. My good is that there's a lot of interesting things to think about in this session, and it's connecting a lot of dots in terms of character origins and potential subplots that may or may not get picked up. We'll see. And beyond that, my MVP, I think it needs to go to Phil for that amazing rap. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Phil.
Yeah, same for me. MVP goes to Phil for the dope rap. Great session. Everybody was in on it, had their moments, got to chill out with these guys here in the mountains. I love inspiring a new necromancer to join the community. Hope she survives. And who knows what she'll do. But so yeah, I had a great time this session. Everything was awesome. No bads.
Nice. Oh, cool. Yeah, I had a really good time this session. My only bad is that my mic wanted to crap out during like a fun part, and I had to say a line 4 times, I think. So cool. Thank you, Discord, for the connection. Love it. But yeah, my good was this was really good. I very much enjoyed everybody's. I like how Val had that moment with Scarillo. I wasn't sure how that was gonna go because I didn't even know if he was gonna lose. Like that was the boasting thing. It was fun because it was all up to the rolls, so it was great. I love it. And I like Phil coming out with that rap. Like that was just pure genius on your part as a player, man. Good job. Cora just being in complete awe of everything and so much stunned that he's forgetting to ask questions, but slowly putting things together and then realizing, oh, the Fanes, we gotta do this. Like, heck yeah, man, I'm all for it, and just enjoying it, enjoying his people. Bailey coming out, starting off the boasting match with a high roll and what she said, that was awesome. I was like, heck yeah, pull that feather out. That's right, you do your redemption arc, girl. Ambrosie breaking the shield and being like, hold up, that's not my boast, was fucking wild. That was great. Oh my gosh. And then Otis finally having people interested in him and what he can do. Like, I know Otis. I know that was a moment for Otis, and I think I like the way you played it. And my MVP is, I have to kind of resound with everybody. It's Phil for writing that rap. Everybody did great. But that was great. That was fantastic. I loved it. Everybody had really good moments though. Like, and Jason is a runner-up just because of the thought armor comment. It had me fucking dying.
So good. It was so good.
I am sharing that in the Discord. Oh my god, that was great. But that gives Phil MVP for this session. We'll pick up next week to see how the long rest in the morning and the way to the temple goes. And guys, we're finally getting to the Amber Temple. I'm curious how long it's going to take us to be there. I'm expecting 4 to 5 sessions. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on what you guys do. I have no idea. It's great. So, all right. We'll say goodnight to Craigie Poo.
Good night, Craig.
Good night, Craig.
Pee poo.
Good night.
Delicious.